Guys, I thought about this video because a couple days ago, the French microbiologist Didier Raoult made a. I mean, he spoke on TV, not TV, but on a banned media about the new studies, Italian study, South Korean study about COVID, and they found out that since 2021, since the vaccines, the rates of cancers are up massively. Wait, what's the name of the thing? Not the pancreas. The pancreas cancers are up 150% in 4 years. And there's only one cause. It's since 2021, right? What happened since 2021? People got vaccinated. And within the people that have those cancers, it's vaccinated people. So 150% increase in pancreas cancer, like 30% increase in throat cancer, 30% increase in stomach cancer, 40% increase in lungs cancer, like big numbers like this, 60% increase in colon cancer, this kind of shit. And you might think, it's weird studies. It's not real studies, it's manipulated. There's two studies. The Italian one is on 300,000 people. It's a lot of people, it's completely real. And the South Korean is on 8 million people. So you can't trust those numbers. And that's only cancers, right? A whole lot of other illnesses have been on the rise, like 500%, 600% since the vaccine. But the reason I'm making this video is to tell you that you don't really have much time left to go on a transformation journey to be healthy now. It used to be that an aesthetics thing, but the world is very different from the past. Nowadays, the food is poison. And the thing is, for the past 20 years, we've heard about it. We've heard that you probably shouldn't have seed oils. You probably shouldn't drink in plastic bottles. You probably shouldn't wear plastic on your balls, right? Just those things that we probably shouldn't do and that we've done for 20 years. Now it has clear repercussions now, and people still do it. They know the repercussions are here, they ignore the results, and they still do it. So there's two kinds of people nowadays, right? The people who act on what they know, and the people who know and think, it's all right, I will be okay, I'll be okay. And I have one of my best friends whose father got a cancer recently, and I'm thinking it's probably related to this. And this person was very healthy. This guy was fucking biking 40 kilometers every weekend. A super healthy person, eating very clean, still got caught by a cancer. The whole point here is that if you don't put all the how can I say this? All the cards in your favor. You have the cards on the table. You can pick them. If you don't make yourself a good hand, you will get fucked. So you have the opportunity today to be healthy. You know what to do. If you don't do it now, you'll never do it, and you'll be left behind forever. Because nowadays, before on the past generation, it was different because they didn't have internet. You didn't have social media. You didn't have people bullying you all the time from everywhere. Nowadays, there is social media and people bullying you all around the world. So what it leads to is that back in the day, if you didn't do it, nobody would bully you. You would never face consequences. Nowadays, if you don't do it, there's a whole lot of other tens of millions of people who will be doing it, maybe hundreds of millions. And in 5 years, you will be so fucking behind of everyone else. You don't have time to fucking fitness, being fit in your body is the bare fucking minimum for everything else to work in your life. I mean, you can see me, I'm fucking going big on social media. This happened after the physique, and Everything successful I've had happened after I decided to get into the physics journey. Because your mind, you probably don't fucking believe me. You probably think, as I said earlier, that you already know it, but it's fine. It's not gonna do anything to me, right? It works with other, but not me. I'll be okay, right? You know that people have told you when you're fit, your mind works better. Like a fit mind and a fit body, it goes with both together. You can't have just one. It's absolutely real. My brain has never functioned better than since I've been fucking fit. And I would have never been able to get all the success I've got back in the day when I was a lazy fucking loser or just playing video games. I just did not have this comprehension of the world. It's going to transform your brain completely. You can't afford to not get fit now. Now, people have their different reasons why it's difficult, you know. Maybe you're going through a hard time and you're depressed because someone close is gone or something like this. But it's not a question of, I mean, it is a question of your physique, because if you're fat and someone died, you're going to stay depressed probably for years. That's how it goes. If you get into fitness, you get this fucking push down to hell from a bad event, a bad news. You use this despair. You drive this despair into something productive, which is the fitness. It's going to transform your brain. You're going to get out of this depression in probably 6 months, and it's not going to come back because you'll have learned a new life. That's just the one aspect of it, right? They said you might have something difficult going on or some shit. You might just not find the motivation. And if that's the case, guys, I don't know how to tell you that I was the laziest fucker in the world. You might not trust me, but scroll down on my Instagram. Go back to the era where I was like this. I was playing video games 14 hours a day, 16 hours a day. Like, you're not special. If you think I don't understand your life, I'm on another level, we don't live the same life, you can't understand me. I've been the guy who plays video games 16 hours a day. I've been the guy who goes clubbing, comes home at 6 a.m., goes to sleep until 7 p.m., and then the next day is fucked, completely hungover. Like, I've experienced both of those lives, like 3 of those lives. All the lives you want, I've almost all experienced them. I'm being half joking, you know. A lot of people think they have such difficult lives and you can't understand me. I probably can understand you better than you could understand yourself. That's the point. I'm telling all of this from a perspective of someone that went through a whole lot of bullshit and came out the other side with success, you know. I didn't just come out the other side without the depression. I come out the other side greater than ever. That's the point. You can use those catastrophic events that happen to you to flip your life around, to make yourself become someone. But if you just think, it's fine, I'm going to be fine, you're not going to be fine. I don't know where you live. In this country, let's say you're French. You might think, I'm going to be fine, I'm going to get my mid-salary for the next 20 years. Then I could retire with my kids and it's going to be good. You won't be able to retire. First of all, in 10 years, your minimum wage, I mean, it's not minimum wage right now, right? Let's say you make 2,500 a month. It might very well be minimum wage in 10 years. That's the first thing. Second thing, you think you'll retire and get the pension. That's not going to happen. The current system is not capable of funding the future pensions. You know how the taxes that income into the government in France, they make up about 260 billion, and the amount of money that would be needed to fund the pensions would be 400 billion. So we're like barely above half of what we would need. The system is never going to be able to supply the money that was promised for the pensions. It's going to collapse. That's why they imported so much immigration. They were trying to import workers to pay taxes to help pay the fucking pensions. Otherwise, the system would collapse, which it's collapsing in a different way now. But if you think you're fine, you're going to be fine, you're not. Your average is going to go to shit because you're not only living in a world that's going flat. The world around you is also changing, and right now, in this period of time, it's going down. Same in the US, you know. I mean, apparently Donald Trump is making America great again. You still have crazy taxes. Inflation is still going down. Unemployment is still higher than ever. Same in the UK. Like in the UK, there's no more British people. British jobs have been taken away. The taxes are going up. Unemployment is also high. It's bullshit fucking everywhere. You are not fine. You won't be fine. I don't know who told you you'll be fine. And especially this thing that people think they're working for their pension. Sorry, I'm fucking stuttering. People think they're working for their pension. This is all a fugazi pyramid scheme. It's not going to happen. There is not enough money coming in to pay the pensions of everyone. People didn't have enough kids in the past 20 years for this to supply enough money for your pension so that you can do nothing for 20 years once you reach retirement age. So you just hope to do average for your working life and then do nothing after that. You're planning on not doing anything. I'm saying this because I've recently talked to someone who told me he was afraid of like having some success and then having too many responsibilities that he would get overwhelmed by all the responsibilities, right? It's either you discover this world, you go hunt, and you do get those responsibilities, you produce more, or you're going to drown with the system. Now you will feel that you're not doing so bad because you'll be drowning with everyone else. But is that what you want to do? You want to be miserable with everyone else. But it's okay because you're not alone. That's what you want to do? Or do you want to build something that's going to put you on top of the mass? I'm not telling you to be on top of everyone. Just on top of the mass, because the mass is going to drown. A mass, you know, a big metal ball that you tied to your foot is going to fucking drown. That's actually the rest of it's the mass of people at your ankle. And if they drown, you drown. And you're going to, except here you think it's okay because you're with everyone else. It's not okay, it will never be okay. You'll be stuck in fucking, I don't like to talk about politics like this because as soon as you mention this kind of shit, people stop listening. But you'll be stuck in slavery. If you think you have a nice salary right now of 2,500, 3,000, in France it's actually pretty fucking good. In the US it sounds ridiculously low, but in France it's actually good. So you think it's an okay pay, right? And you're satisfied with it. In 10 years it's probably going to be minimum wage. And as you might have noticed in the past 5-10 years, minimum wage has been going up, but the average wage is not going down or up, it's just fucking staying the same place. So the minimum wage is getting closer to the average wage, which is why people make 2,000, 3,000 in France nowadays. Like everyone makes this money. I have a friend who's an engineer. He makes, I think, 2,800. He was told, oh yeah, you'll make 4,000, which would be much fucking nicer, but after tax, 2,800. He's in the same fucking situation as everyone else, as a fucking engineer who did, I think, 6-7 years of studies. You were promised this dream that your studies will give you a stable income. It's not the fucking fact, because this middle class that has the diplomas, has the normal jobs, is all suffering the same thing right now. All taxes are going up. You don't have money at the end of the month. Inflation's crazy. You can't save money. You're average, but then you think that you're fine because everyone is in the same scenario. That's not how it goes. I want to talk about one thing about taking risks. Someone said online, I think it was Elon Musk, maybe not, someone else, I don't remember who, but you're taking a bigger risk going the safe route than actually taking a risk like growing a business or getting into something new. Because the fucking system that was drawn to everyone, to billions of people, cannot fulfill the promises for billions of people. It's going to be nice for the people maybe that get their retirements right now, the pensions right now. And there's a lot of fucking pension people, senior people going out in the streets to riot because they're not getting the money they're supposed to get. Or that they can't even buy food with this kind of money, At the middle of the month, they don't have enough money for food. So you can be one of those, You think you're going to be safe, but there's already problems today. You think there won't be problems in 10, 20 years? You're taking a bigger risk thinking you'll be fine being comfortable today than actually putting in some effort today and just see what happens. Because one thing's for sure, if you do nothing now, you will not change your situation tomorrow. That's for sure. Well, if you do something today, you don't know what you'll be doing tomorrow. You'll be somewhere else. So you have either a drawn path towards you that's going to chaos, or you have to start getting serious about whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm thinking about a specific client of mine who's telling me this. But, so it doesn't have to be business. I'm talking about anything you want to do in your life. Maybe it's about fitness, maybe it's about business. If it's about fitness, let me tell you that you can't afford being unfit right now. I mean, I was actually talking about the vaccines, but in terms of the vaccines, let's go. If you don't get fit today, in 10 years, let's say you're still pretty fat, pretty unfit, you will definitely be one of those guys who died from the COVID side effects, COVID vaccine side effects. It's your best bet nowadays to be as healthy as you can, to not suffer weird side effects. If your body is working perfectly, you have much less chances of getting any weird side effects that are going to fucking ruin your life. You can't afford being fat. It's going to kill you now. I think I'll put the numbers of cancers on the screen. The percentages that since 2021, how everything is higher than like 5 years ago, before COVID. And maybe you'll understand that it's not even only about your job anymore. It's not about you having becoming rich or having success, having a business. It's also in terms of your fucking health now. There's this big, massive social experiment that's been made on people with the COVID vaccine, on 2 injections on everyone. And we don't know what the side effects will be. That's the thing. We don't know what they will be. Now we are discovering right now that a whole lot of new fucking cancers are related to it. And that's just like 4 years after. Imagine what the fuck it's going to be 10 years later, 15 years later. There's going to be so much more fucking problems coming from this. So your best bet now is to be as healthy as you can. You have to actually start locking in terms of this. It's not just to be in competition with everyone else. It's for your own sake. So that you don't risk fucking dying from some new cancer in the next few years. And so that your brain can be in a better place. Because I told you, fitness is going to develop your brain. Once your brain's in a better place, then you'll be able to develop everything else. And then start the business and get away from the average path that's leading you to chaos. I have a client that's he works at the French radio, which is you can probably see the building from here. Yeah, where I can see the building from here. It's a big round building, like a big circle like this. And he's telling me that he's in this fucking infrastructure with a whole lot of fucking leftists that that he has to work for these leftists, and he just can't fucking agree with them. Like and so he has this big pressure on his shoulder that the work he's doing as for a living is pressuring on his shoulders for many reasons, just because it's not necessarily the most lovable job. But on top of that, he's working for a wrong cause. The cause is not at all what he would want to be working for. But he's been in this comfort. It pays fairly nice, so he's been happy doing it, as he was doing for the past, I don't know how long he's been doing it. Let's say 10 years. So, once you get your body right, your mind's going to be right, and then your mind's going to be able to take you places. You'll be able to do things today. I totally understand that if you're unfit now, you don't feel like acting about anything today. You don't want to act on a business, you don't want to try something new, because with the unfit body comes laziness. I've been lazy 16 hours a day back in the day. I know how it is. And I'm still a victim of it nowadays. Sorry, the dog is trying to catch some attention. I've been a victim of lazyism. But the only way to get out of it is to transform your brain towards it. And I've mentioned this before, especially in my school course. But there's a part of your brain, the mid-cingulate cortex, which is in front, basically around here, that grows when you do things that you don't like to do. And that's the thing that's going to make you have less friction. Have less friction when you want to do something, less laziness, less things pulling you away from it. The more you do things you don't like to do, the more you'll be able to do things you don't like to do without having the laziness attached to it. It's a muscle that you can train. It's literally your brain that you can train, and once you do it, it actually gets bigger over very short periods, like over 1 month, 2 months. This part of your brain can fucking double in size. And it also can degrade just as fast as it grew up. So be careful. If you start getting into this, you might want to not stop, because the second you stop, it falls back down, and you can very easily get back into the laziness. So I'm here to try to fucking move your ass a little bit, so that hopefully you can come in my community, my school community. You can join it so you can bully each other. I'll be teaching you some things every day on it. For right now, it's $20 a month, because until January, I want to make as many people motivated as possible. I want people to join and get this community of people that are trying to get better before the 1st of January 2026. I want to get people fit before the New Year's resolution. Because if you just start the New Year's resolution, you're not going to do them. Nobody does the New Year's resolution. It fucking lasts 1 week, 3 weeks. That's it. If you get ahead 3 months before January, then on the 1st of January, you already have momentum, and it's easy to keep going. And that's what I'm trying to do. So if you want to join the community, link in bio. Otherwise, if you want some more in-depth one-to-one guidance, you can book a call in the description or DM me on Instagram. Ask me questions. I'm available. And apart from that, press follow on the YouTube. And one of the things I'll be doing here, I'm trying to be super fucking locked in right now. And I'll be bringing this energy to my New Year Morocco event. Do you know about my New Year Morocco event? Which is supposed to be 2 weeks. But because of popular demand, it's probably going to be 1 week. From 27th of December to the 3rd of January. If you want to come. It's going to be in Morocco. We'll be going out walking in the desert. Visiting some old castles made of dirt, but are super fucking epic. We'll be stargazing at the Milky Way, in the middle of the desert. There's no clouds. You can see the sky. The stars so beautiful. And we'll be doing a lot of locked-in activities. I'll be bullying you. I'll be cooking for you because, chef content. And yeah, that's it. I want you to come to the Morocco event. It's 1,500 euros for the week for this New Year's event, because it's going to be. I want it to be big. I want it to be rememberable, memorable. You know, I want it to be a big event of my channel. All right. Apart from that, I'm trying to just fucking move your ass, you know. Start doing it. What are you waiting for? Come on. Anyway, I'll see you soon, you know. Just press follow on the YouTube. Come check my Instagram if you don't know me. Instagram also in bio. I'm a chef. I make chef content, food content, but also I have a six-pack. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see? So that's the point. I make food, but also I don't let food control me. I think all the chefs online have let food control them. That's crazy. That's a topic for another video. I'll just make it right now. Anyway, see you soon. Bye.